Everyone, I wanted to come in and share a little bit. We just did the Mind Body TV episode today, and it was amazing. It was so powerful. I interviewed two incredible women who've both come through my Embracing Health program, each of them with some really severe disease, fatigue, bloating, digestive issues, irritable bowel syndrome, Hashimoto's, eating disorder, amenorrhea, where each of them had stopped getting their period for years. Both of them have been told by doctors, like, this is lifelong. This is never going to change. Your body's always going to be, having this disease. But both of them in their own ways knew, what's actually true for me? They knew to ask, and they knew to look, and they knew to stay open, and they had enough discernment to feel the difference between the doctor's truth and their own truth, the doctor's perspective and what their wisdom had for them that was actually possible. So I want to invite you to listen to that because it was so powerful. It's on my YouTube channel at Dr. Kim Duramo. And it's also in the Mind Body community in Facebook, where they have all the replays for Mind Body TV. This series we've been doing in this month has been, we call Mind Body Miracles, where I've had individuals who've done the work with me in the Embracing Health program, which is a year-long journey, and had really incredible things to share and incredible things happen in their life. One woman, she said she had lupus. She was seeing a rheumatologist. She was on several medications, and through doing this work, knew her body was healing and knew she didn't require those medications. And her doctor told her, no, don't mess with what's working. You're going to stay on these medications for life, which is fine. But something in her knew, yeah, that's not my truth. That's not the best path for me. She had extreme fatigue, sun sensitivity, where she couldn't go in the sun at all, and she'd get extremely depleted and fever and sick. Extreme pain in her body, couldn't run anymore. And then several digestive issues with bloating and upset stomach, and couldn't go out to restaurants. She's like, I would just eat if I went out with my friends because I knew I couldn't tolerate the restaurant food. She said all of that is completely resolved. She's running. She has great energy. She's eating. She's able to go out and digest food and enjoy eating with her friends. She can be out in the sun. She's not living in pain anymore. And this came toward the end of the interview because there were so many other amazing things she was sharing about what's happened in her life as a result of embodying that deeper communication with herself. But I did think that the physical stuff is so useful because, especially, as a physician, I know what that's like. And sometimes in the training most doctors get, we're taught disease is lifelong. What you get is what you get. There's nothing we can do. And it's just because in that system, we're not taught what is possible. We're not taught other modalities. We're really taught the pharmaceutical model and not given much of a perspective on what's outside that model. Even though those modalities are scientifically proven, have outstood the test of time, and have shown even to be effective for very, very severe disease. I think sometimes people think with mind-body medicine, it's like, well, yeah, that's good for the surface stuff, but I got real disease here. I'm on medication. I'm debilitated. And then we have this assumption that this is really only useful for more minor cases. And that's not what I have found as a physician at all. I have seen very, very, very extreme cases of severe illness, people in the bed for years and years told they'll never walk again, they may die soon, people who've tried everything for mold, for Lyme, for lupus, for Hashimoto's and other autoimmune diseases, for inflammatory bowel diseases and irritable bowel syndromes, which, the body's bleeding, and can't digest food, really severe illnesses. And I'm here to say that the body can heal this, can resolve this. We can do what's needed. And that takes, a certain amount of actually tuning in and dropping in instead of disconnecting and avoiding. our experience. Someone also asked a question about PTSD and childhood trauma, which have been repeatedly shown for decades and decades of research to be directly linked to every major chronic illness so many are suffering with. And I love what Maura said, one of the women I interviewed. She said it wasn't like I had to delve back into every single trauma or go back into it. We could transmute those energies, all of what was in the system, by coming into this higher consciousness. I do have a free workshop we'll do tomorrow where we'll touch on this a little bit more fully and share a little bit more about the Embracing Health work and do some of the work in the workshop. The workshop is available for everyone. You can share this if you know people who are maybe beginning to open to this perspective or weren't aware there were other modalities available or other options. So the link is at drkimd.com/workshop, drkimd.com/workshop. And this is for anyone, not only with like a diagnosis or severe pain, illness, anxiety and depression, but also for those of us who are ready to feel more alive in our lives, who are ready to be more conscious and in receivership and in abundance and flow and gratitude and allowing our life, to really flourish. Our prosperity is our birthright, that health, wealth, prosperity, it's all linked. So this is a really important part of what I'm doing in my work as a physician, what we do in the Embracing Health year-long course, and what we'll be touching on in the workshop tomorrow. So you're invited for the workshop at drkimd.com/workshop, and the Embracing Health course is at drkimd.com/health. Definitely view today's Mind Body TV episode. It was amazing. I know it will elevate you just as you're listening to what we shared and to these women and their journey. And, even Lorca had said, referent to the past trauma, she said this year and this course was like, decades and decades of therapy because of how deeply the work goes into your system. So those were some of the things we touched on today. I thought it was amazing. It's so beautiful. The whole series has been amazing. And it's on my YouTube channel and in the Mind Body community and Facebook. So thank you guys for being here. I love you. I'm so grateful for what I'm doing in my life, for what I get to do in this world and in this community. So if you're in Facebook, we're at the Mind Body community. I have mentors in there to usher you through this work, to answer questions. If you're ready for the journey of a lifetime, we are starting Embracing Health in just a couple of weeks, beginning of June. It's at drkimd.com/health. If you'd like to feel out the page and feel out the programs and look at what other people had to say. I'll be live each week for Mind Body TV, continuing forward. The journey continues. I'm live at 11 a.m. Mountain on Wednesdays on my YouTube channel, Dr. Kim Duramo. Be sure you're subscribed in YouTube and hit the bell, hit the like, give it a thumbs up. More people will find this work when you do that. And if you'd like to join us in Facebook, we're in the Mind Body community. All right, I love you guys. I hope it's an amazing day. Embrace today, right? Because this is the only moment we can really access our power. There's nothing in the future where we could do it to any other degree than what we can do right here, right now, as we are, how we are. So welcome all parts of you to the moment. Take a breath, soften your body open, and feel more alive. I love you, and I'll see you soon.